Hi Gemini, this is going to be a tarot reading for your sign between the week of the 15th to the 21st of September. Let's begin. Gemini, you might be in too much of a bliss this week. Um, you might be kind of forgetting what day it is, what time it is. Um, you might be having a bit too much fun or partying too much and kind of forgetting what day or time it is. It could be also that you're just loving life to such a degree, just enjoying um, yourself to such a degree where you're kind of losing track of the day and time. It might go on for a few days. Don't know what you're doing, but you're having some kind of fun. I'm picking up. Yep, you definitely are. So I'm just trying to figure out which way these are meant to go. Okay, we go like this. Because obviously it means something different if I pull it out in a different way. But I didn't see them chronologically. So I'm just trying to figure out which way they want it to be shown. Okay. So prior to the week, I see you being very expressive. You're being very expressive. You're expressing yourself to yourself very clearly about what it is that you desire, what you want, where you're going, if you want to have fun or not. Whatever it is, you're kind of in this sort of space of being mentally very clear within yourself. Pardon me, sorry. Very clear within yourself of what it is that you desire from life, at this moment in time, where it is you want to go, what you want to do. Like I said, you're having some sort of fun. So this is prior to the week. You're having some sort of fun, some sort of pleasure. I see your self-expression within yourself is very clear that you want to have some sort of pleasure of some kind. You want to experience some sort of luxury. Luxurious pleasure is what I'm hearing. You want to feel more alive. You want to feel more connected to the earth. You want to feel more connected to life. You just want to feel more alive. Like you want to feel like you want to feel like very connected, like a tree. Like I'm saying, like a tree, like very connected. I'm not seeing you as a tree though, which is interesting. But you're stuck in the ground like a tree, and you want to be really connected to nature in general. But you're aware that you're not a tree, like you are who you are. Is very interesting. But you want to be very connected in this time, and enjoy the fruits of life. You want to enjoy the pleasures of life, the fruits of pleasure, should I say. Might be spending a lot of money this week. I'm not really worried about how much you're spending. You just want to have a good time. The experience is more valuable for you than the monetary value of what you're experiencing here, which is a very good energy, to be honest. Everybody needs pleasure, and there's nothing wrong with pleasure. I think people play it down a lot. Like, you can't have pleasure. Like, well, I know. It's good, and it's definitely good for you in this moment. It's bringing harmony within yourself. It's unlocking something within you. It's unlocking a sense of wanting to create something. It's tapping into your sacral chakra very strongly. You want to create something from the ground up. You want to it's bringing a sort of harmony within yourself, that you're having this kind of realization of, hey, I want to build something within myself. Ah, I see. So you've been sort of held back from it, from negative thinking, whatever this is. You've been thinking about it before, and you're now getting the strength, the inner strength, you're able to persuade yourself within yourself by experiencing this pleasure, this experience you're having, whatever you're having fun with, for a few days. Maybe it might be it might be a few days, but whatever it is good for you. It's bringing some sort of inner strength within you. You're able to persuade yourself, from a sense of purity, that, let's do this thing, whatever this is. Let's build this thing. It's going to help a lot of people. You don't realize it, but it's actually going to help a lot of people. It's going to help a community of people that is not related to you, actually. Or is this related to them? It's related to you. This community is related to you. You're going to help build something that people are going to benefit from. It's like a sanctuary for them. Whatever, it could be an idea that you're building on and you're making it a reality. Anything, it could be anything, but you're building something that people are going to regard as a sanctuary. Younger people is what I'm hearing. Younger people are going to regard it as some sort of sanctuary. So it's looking very good. This is your pre-week energy. Coming into the week, I see you feeling fulfilled within yourself, feeling like you have everything that you need to move forward. You're feeling like, you're on the right path, spiritually speaking, physically speaking, you are on the right way, you're doing the right things. You're understanding this to a very great detail, very great level, should I say. You're feeling like the winner. You've won the cup. You've won some sort of trophy, some sort of competition, and you feel like you've gained some sort of trophy. But you're feeling very, very fulfilled. You're feeling very pure as well. Again, this strength, this sort of strength that you have, this sort of inner strength that you're gaining, is from a place of purity. I see you being very pure here. Again, with the luxury itself, as she's got white on, but it's like off-white. It's not exactly white. So it's kind of like over here, you're in this energy of having fun. It's looking orangey to me. It's not really orangey, it's yellow. But I feel like it's got something to do with your sacral chakra. You need to have this pleasure, whatever it is. You need to have this sort of luxurious pleasure, because it's helping your sacral chakra create whatever this huge thing that you're gonna be creating, or you're deciding to build upon. But yeah, you're in this place of being very emotionally in tune, very open to possibilities, open to growing things. You're very open to having something that you invest a lot of time and energy into, and that will grow over the long term. Midweek here, though, I see you being in this very strange energy of, well, there's your confirmation if you can hear it. So midweek you're going to be in this strange energy of being very apathetic towards things in general, very apathetic towards life. It's like you're bored. You're bored. You're bored of your financial situation. You're bored of your wealth. You're bored of not of feeling the way you feel happy right now is not the way you want to feel happy. Like, it's a different kind of happiness that you feel, but it's not. You feel like it's not your true happiness. You're not feeling very grateful about how things are. It's like coming out of the blue. But you are gonna be like, hold on, where is this sort of coming from? I need to change my emotions here. I need to change how I'm feeling and allow whatever this situation is to die within me. Like, you need to allow it to die within you. You need to let it go. You need to transition from it. It's because you feel like this because I think things from your path, maybe it's your path, maybe things from your past are being eliminated, and you're looking at your past, and you're looking at your past and saying, you know, I was in this state of poverty and loss and isolation from the world. Maybe you've been in sort of like a hermit mode. Yes, you've been working away diligently, quietly, away from everyone. Within yourself, you've been working towards mastering your energy, mastering your being, mastering your desires, mastering your know-how. You've been really nurturing yourself, and you're seeing prosperity from it. But it's by this illumination, it's making you quite apathetic towards things in general, because I feel like you don't have what it is you desire at this moment. But you're being called to be more adventurous, be more passionate about things in general. But you're allowing this sort of past, you know, this sort of conformity within yourself to die of, like, this is what happiness is. I feel like this is a sort of like a collective ideology of what happiness represents, and I truly believe that happiness looks different for different people. You know, well, I've seen it, to be honest. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, things that I would disregard as horrid and disgusting, people would deem as their happiness, and things that I would deem as my happiness, people would regard as horrid and disgusting. So it looks different for everyone, to be honest with you. And I see here you're kind of letting, oh, see, there's a confirmation. You're letting this go. You're letting this go, this sort of state of being. You're letting it die within you. You're taking a second to pause towards the end of the week. I know after you've gone through this midweek, you're taking a pause from everything. You know which way you want to go now. You've got the strength to do it, but you feel like you need to collect yourself. You need to take a pause to collect yourself, because you don't want this to show up again. I feel like very strongly here, you don't want this to, like, this is not me saying it, this is your energy. I'm feeling your energy. Like, it feels like you're quite annoyed that this is popping up. Like, it's just coming out of the blue. It's like maybe you wake up one day and you're just in a bad mood. And why am I in a bad mood? And you just, like, you know, you feel very apathetic, you feel very bored, feel very dissatisfied with things in general. And this is what it is. You're going to start contemplating. And, you know, after this, you're like, I don't want this to happen again. I don't want, like, me to be on this journey of building this thing. And then out of the blue, like, I get these feelings of the blue, of the blues, you know. Blue might be a significant colour for you here this week, light blue. You should wear more light blue clothes. But you want to be not feeling, you know, out of nowhere these feelings coming up, and you don't understand that this is something coming from your subconscious mind, or your shadow self. Like, it could be either one, but it's something deeply ingrained within you. I regard the subconscious mind to be different from the shadow self. I regard, like, the conscious and the conscious mind to be part of the one, right? Obviously you can access the conscious mind easily, but the unconscious mind or the subconscious mind, you can't access very easily. And then you have the superconscious mind, which is what I would regard as your higher self, or your akashic records, or your karma from previous lives. And then you have your shadow self, which is a whole different thing, which is what I regard, but they're all one of the whole. But you're kind of taking a pause here to surrender your problems. You're surrendering your problems within you. You're surrendering this sort of state of saying, you know, I don't, you know, of not saying, but you're surrendering, like, this sort of these bad feelings that might come up, what you would regard as things that might hinder you from moving forward. You're surrendering, you know, just in general. I feel like a great surrender happening within you, so that you can I will take these, because it, interestingly enough, fell down in a very strange way. But you're surrendering something within you. You're surrendering there's a great surrender happening within you of you wanting to basically see what it is that's holding you back. You want to bring balance within yourself. You see these sphinxes down here, you want to make them balance. You want them to be listening to your will. Like you see you being here, like as you are, and this is your subconscious and this is your shadow self. Like this is not your light and dark side. It depends on the reader, of course, but for me, I'm seeing this here as your subconscious and this is your shadow self. And you want to bring a great healing, as you can see here. You want to bring a great healing between the two, and bring them more into harmony. And you want them to be in coherence with your will. You want these two aspects to, lead you the way you want to go, rather than fighting each other. Is what I feel like. They fight each other, and in a way, it hinders you from moving forward. It hinders you from getting what you desire from life. It is stopping you. And I see you being very determined in trying to figure this all out. You're very determined. I need to get to the bottom of this because it's gotten too far now. And you're being very confident within yourself. You're making a lot of discoveries by being in this hangman mode. This sort of pause. You're gaining new perspectives. Not just new perspectives, but you're having a great surrender within yourself. And it's unlocking yourself. It's unlocking you psychically and spiritually much more greater than what you currently are. You're unlocking some sort of psychic gifts within yourself here. Spiritual gifts are being unlocked, and you're really shining. I think these problems are stemming from your shadow self here. I'm hearing a ringing in my ears. It's definitely your shadow self. So it's not. These problems are not rooted in your subconscious, because I couldn't work out earlier which one of the two. Well, I didn't ask, to be honest, but it's come out anyway. Maybe it's something that you need to know, that is coming from your subconscious mind, not your subconscious, your shadow self. Sorry, that these problems. But as you heal, you're unlocking yourself majorly. You don't realize it yet. You're almost being very enthusiastic. Your inner child is being healed as well through this journey, through this whatever you're going through. It's very powerful. This energy is really powerful, if I'll be honest with you. But again, it comes from just you being in this hangman mode, being in a state of surrender, being in a state of great surrender, and being in a state of allowing things to, or taking a pause to allow things to reveal themselves. And they are, and they're revealing themselves to you. And you're balancing, your shadow self and your subconscious. Beautiful. So your outcome here for the week is that you are going to be completing the cycle. There's a completion of this cycle that's happening, and this cycle is going to be sealed off from you returning backwards. You're no longer be able to return backwards. You're integrating everything that you've learned thus far. You're integrating everything that you've learned thus far into what it is you're going to be doing in the future, building whatever this is. You're going to be integrating yourself a lot more as you go through this journey of kind of like unlocking yourself. You're kind of like, and it's very like a spontaneous thing that's happening, because midweek, this energy of apathy, of boredom, this dissatisfaction is just hitting you out of the blue. But you're completing it. You're completing the cycle in a very major way. You're integrating all of that knowledge you're gaining, all of this wisdom you're gaining. You're integrating it very strongly. Cardinal signs are very important here. Maybe you're a cardinal, or you're a Libra, a cardinal, but you've got other cardinal placements. But it's like you're being tasked as some sort of leader. I see like it's very interesting here. So I'm seeing like you know you've got all of these cardinal energies of the elements, and then you're in the middle, and the fifth element is obviously you know if, what's it called, ether, right? And you're made of ether in this situation, and you've got two wands in your hands, and you're kind of like creating. You're meant to be a creator of some kind. You're going to create something very big that's going to benefit the, you know, kids and youngsters. They're going to see whatever you build as a sanctuary from them, away from living a life of enslavement. You know, society for me is very enslaving. You know, everything about society in general is very enslaving. It's like, you know, you don't live life. You never get the chance to live life. And, you know, you see people from, you know, third world countries, and they understand and they live life a lot better because they're not imprisoned. But you're going to be like a sanctuary for kids and youngsters. You're going to create something, and it's going to feel like a sanctuary to them. But for you in general, you're completing the cycle. You're seeing your accomplishment through life in general. You're seeing what you've accomplished thus far. I feel like you've done the internal work already, but you've got some shadow work to do with your shadow self, and this is what's blocking you from being spiritually integrated. See, physically you're doing well here. You know, you physically you're living a, you know, quite content life. You've kept your integrity, you've kept your purity, and you're moving forward. You're gonna be able to be allowing yourself to be more vulnerable. It's very important. When you're more vulnerable, you're able to heal more, not just within yourself but around you as well. And you're gonna be like that bird. You're gonna be like a bird flying. Be like a bird flying high. You're gonna be stretching your wings out. It's interesting. You might have Libra placements as well. Sorry, I thought I was doing a Libra placement. I forgot I was doing Gemini. So yeah, you've got very leadership energy about you. You definitely got some Libra, or you definitely got Libra in your chart. The confirmation. This is for you. Look where you've got Libra. If you can do your birth chart, you can get a free natal chart online. Have a look where you've got Libra. That's very important for you. That house, 7th or 8th house, as I'm getting for a lot of you, you've got Libra in your 7th or 8th house, and it's very important that you have a look at, see where Libra is, because it's gonna help you unlock your destiny and your divine blessings. It's your karma. It's your karma. It's a universal law. The universal law is being passed. There's some sort of powerful deity, powerful spirit that's passing judgment upon you, passing judgment and deciding that your dreams should come true. What you desire, your dream should come true. That you should be content with your environment, because you've been very pure and you've been sullied by life. But you still stand strong. You still stand strong. Yep, the spirit showing up again. You're choosing love. You're choosing love. You know, there's people that would say, there's a lot of famous people that have been asked this question: what do you think is better, love or fear? And most of them say love, and it's true, love is stronger, and I feel like you're believing that love is stronger than fear. Fear looks stronger, but it's not stronger, and love looks weaker, but it's more stronger than fear. And you're allowing yourself, and this is what this powerful deity, this powerful spirit is seeing. This powerful god or goddess is a goddess. Is it a god? Goddess is a goddess, and she's passing divine judgment, passing universal law upon you. She's taking you to spiritual court and saying, hold on, you deserve a lot more in life than what you've been given. because you've got the short end of the stick. You've not got the fruit from the tree. You've been given the short end of the stick. I see the stick on one side, there's a fruit, and on the other side, there's nothing. You've got the short stick, the short side with no fruit. The other side had fruit. Whether it was, oh, it was good, yeah. But no, you are being blessed in this time. You are being blessed by whoever this goddess is, or this divine spirit, or if you regard them. But for me, it's a goddess. It's a powerful goddess that I'm seeing here. She's connected to Earth, the element of Earth, and I can't say anymore because she's telling me not to say anything else. My bad. You got to figure it out who this person is, and you're not going to figure this out because she's a lot smarter than you. She decides when you figure this out. That's all I gotta say there. Your challenge for this week is having some sort of clarity, having this sort of mental clarity, allowing the clarity to happen, allowing yourself to be in this sort of pause, taking the hangman energy into account, into mind, and saying, I need to sort of have some sort of mental clarity this week. That's what the hangman represents for me here, is you deciding to have some sort of mental clarity. You're taking a pause from everything, from pursuing things, to have the sort of clarity come within you about where you're going, what you're doing with yourself. And you're having this sort of clarity is might be a challenge for you this week. You might be letting things get to you, not seeing things clearly. I see self-expression is very important here. Expressing yourself to yourself about what you're feeling. You know, when you're feeling this apathy, this boredom, this is what's going to trigger the whole situation. This is the key for you here, is that this apathy, boredom, you know, this satisfaction that you will have, you need to express this within yourself of why you're feeling it, and that's just what's going to catalyze everything, and it's going to help you level up, really. But this is how it begins, and it might be a challenge for you to even get to that point in the first place. You might just be denying what you're thinking, you know, not thinking clearly. You might be denying your emotions. You know, you're denying how you're feeling. You're not expressing yourself to yourself. You need to have like a bath, or go swimming, or go into a lake and just submerge your body, not your full body, keep your head above the water, but submerge the rest of your body in water. This is going to really help you channeling that in, that you need to submerge your body in water and keep your head above the water, and it's going to really help you get clarity. It's going to allow your mind to be very clear. Another big challenge for you here, it's going to get you clear in your spiritual as well. It's going to get you clear with your intuition, sorry, not your spiritual. All me is connected to your spirituality, but it's going to help connect your intuitions. You're going to be leading more with your intuition. Another one of your big challenges here is to feel like you're putting in too much work. You might be feeling overburdened by things in general. You might be feeling a bit overburdened with being productive. You might feel like, you know, I just want to chill out and do nothing for a bit. But this is not work. This is not going to benefit you. This is going to sweep you along. It's going to sweep you along. You're gonna like, you know, miss life almost for like a few weeks. I'm getting here. If you stay on this energy of like feeling like, I've been too productive, I've been working too hard, let me just chill out here. Um, you're really being called to be more adventurous, be more passionate towards adventure, and be more adventurous in general. Adventurous is like trying new things, seeing new places, just walking to new places, even just doing things that are you haven't done before, having a little adventure. I see you being obviously having this sort of pleasure. This pleasure prior to this week beginning is very important for you. It's very important that you have this sort of luxurious pleasure. I feel like that's gonna help you, be able to get yourself out of this energy the following week. Because I feel like when this sort of apathy, boredom comes in, you might feel like, oh, I've been working too hard. This is why I feel dissatisfied with things in general. This is why I feel dissatisfied with. This is why I feel dissatisfied with trying to build what it is that I'm trying to build. Maybe you feel like, whatever this inner strength that you're gaining to free yourself, maybe you feel like this is too much hard work and you need to chill out, but this is not in your favor right now. You need to keep the momentum going, maybe you know physics or you don't know physics, but in physics, momentum increases as the distance increases. I think it's the distance. Yeah, it's the distance, because the mass stays the same, but the more distance you go, the more momentum you gain. And this is something that you need to understand right now, that you've been building momentum. You have a lot of momentum right now, and you need to carry on going. Now's not the time to take a break, because it's like when you have like a ramp. I don't know if you've ever had a bike. I mean, I've got a lot of experiences, I know, but like when you go up and down a ramp, right? It's like even the basic one, which is just like that, a U shape. If you have a really tall ramp, right, you have to have a lot of momentum to go up either side. Otherwise, what happens is you go up and you fall down. And I feel like here, if you stop, you're gonna not be able to get to the top of that ramp or to get top of that side that you need to get to, really, because it's unlocking what's happening within your shadow self. It's making you more connected to your shadow self. It's bringing it more online. It's removing the blockages from there, and that's bringing you more online. But you're clearing them out. And I see that this is something that you're going to be able to do easily, but you need to keep that momentum. Again, even here with the chariot needs momentum to keep moving forwards. If you keep stopping, then you got to start up. And the sphinxes again, and the sphinxes here are like made of stone for me. Like they've made of stone, and they take time to like get up, and take time to start moving in harmony. Because a lot of the times I'm getting that it will be one or the other, but right now, as you are during this week, you are in harmony. But yeah, outcome again is very good. It's telling me that you are going to be taking action towards a better future. You are going to be closing the cycle off. These challenges that are present, they don't necessarily mean that they will happen, but they will be present, whether physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, but they will manifest in one way or another. But depending on how you articulate yourself, how you carry yourself, they might not even bother you at all, and you might just go through. But your outcome is telling me that you will successfully complete the cycle, and you will be healing in a major way, both spiritually and physically. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm offering personal readings now. If you'd like a personal reading, my website is in the description, and I shall see you soon.